Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We're in the house, y'all. Black Power. Yes, sir. It's that time, y'all. It's the truth hour. I know you're waiting. I know you're waiting. It's that time. Y'all know what time it is. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Sara, Seti DVDs, t-shirts, hoodies. We got African and Kemetic jewelry. We got holistic tonics and remedies for the family. I know y'all running from the variants of all sorts and kinds. Mutants and variants and everything else. So you need, your remedies, so get on over there. We also got home decor, accessories for the family, Black Power. We're in the house. What up, Pata? You know what I'm saying? So, and at this time, we got a 15% off sale for all our family out there. So you can go on over there, get you something nice. You ain't got to run over to the Neanderthal. You ain't got to run over to the Neanderthal and shame yourself. Another holiday. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why we have to have, these videos, to tighten shit up. That's right. We got to tighten it up. So get on over there, KingSeti.com. Also, GeneralSeti.com, Seti University. Got a ton of videos. I'm up alone. We over 800 videos. There's no way for you to go to GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, get your lessons. You see what I'm saying? Of the universe. That means all subjects. Ain't no goddamn everything that come to mind is there. You feel what I'm saying? All that, all down through the ages of the General Sara Seti. You feel what I'm saying? And so when you need, some of y'all need that raw, you understand, uncut. Raw uncut. Motherfucker be cringing like, oh my God, don't let nobody hear this shit. Let me turn it down. You understand what I'm saying? They might kick my dough in just for playing this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's too raw for YouTube. Down through the ages. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all need that. You understand what I'm saying? Especially if you far gone. If you far gone, you have to have that. That's for niggas that's far gone. If I tried to do what I did when I first came on YouTube, goddamn it, they'll be coming through my roof. You know what I'm saying? Straight up in these days and time. So y'all already, but I'm still, nigga. I'm just, I know how to craft my message. But the diag will go in just the same. You don't hear it, just go, all you just see, and you don't even know where it went. You know what I'm saying? Just look down and you be leaking and you don't even know what the fuck happened. You see what I'm saying? Make sure you get on over there, GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, Patreon, General Sara Seti, ton of work, live streams. I'm going live tomorrow with some firepower. You get to see the General at work, and I turn up, turn it up a level. You know what I'm saying? Turn it up a level. I'm a Patreon, so make sure you get on over there. And, got a ton of exclusive work over there that you're not going to see nowhere else other than my Patreon. I got about 150 videos over there, exclusive to Patreon. So you need to get over there and get that work. You understand what I'm saying? Keep your lessons updated. And to my family out there, you make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, General Seti, Sara Seti, and King Seti. Piling all that classic work up over there on King Seti. You can go over there, goddamn it, get it together. So this whole system and network that I got laid, goddamn it, you can't fail. It's all win, win, win. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with the General. And that's real. That's real. I ain't got to say no more. Not today. And I don't shun away from shit. I just, I don't know no nigga raw than me. You know what I'm saying? With the clarity of me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else dress it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't dress up shit. I don't try to clean shit up or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just drop that shit down raw, hot. Motherfucker can't even pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Because you understand it better that way. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And if you discontented by the message, it's because you ain't in no goddamn revolution. You know, today we're going to be talking about why do we celebrate those who pillaged the black community. Now, that's a very powerful subject. You know what I'm saying? That's a very, very powerful subject. Let me make sure. That's right. Why do we celebrate those who pillaged the black community? Nah. One of the main motherfuckers, and it's a whole lot of people out there that we celebrate. We celebrate these motherfuckers for the derogatory, demoralizing message and stance that they take in the community, and motherfuckers give them medals for it. You understand what I'm saying? And you know what? You know, as I say this, man, ain't gonna be no motherfucking, no way out of this. You know, it's just what it is. Cause we always try to cut the motherfuckers cut the message short. You know what I'm saying? But fuck a nigga feelings. Cause it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest motherfuckers that we celebrate, you understand, is the rappers and the entertainers and the sports figures. You understand what I'm saying? Now, let me deal with the rappers, because we've been seeing a lot of murder going on out there in this rap game. And so what niggas done is that they done took the genocidal, street mentality from the dope game and brought it into the music. You understand what I'm saying? Dope niggas turn rappers. You understand what I'm saying? Some of them both. But there allow these motherfuckers to come in here. Everybody but I'm not letting nobody off the hook. Because, our babies is dying. Don't nobody want to speak up for the babies. And see, that's a clear motherfucking thing that I got to bring up. Motherfuckers get immunity for destroying the black community. That's a real motherfucking message I want to say out there. That motherfuckers get immunity for destroying the black community. Somehow them motherfuckers get a pass. That somehow you ain't supposed to say what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? The rap game is a music of death. That's all it is, death. Some of these niggas be getting money, but they rap. They rap just to die. You understand what I'm saying? They don't even get an opportunity to even really see the motherfucking money. You know what I'm saying? They don't even really see the money. A lot of, I saw a video with over 200 motherfuckers that was rappers died in a year. You know what I'm saying? In a fucking year. I mean, what the fuck is this shit all about? The music was supposed to be about uplifting the spirit of the people. You understand, motherfucker? You're supposed to hear the music be elated. You understand what I'm saying? The music supposed to make, encourage you to get up and do positive shit, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Now today, motherfuckers listen to motherfuckers rapping about smoking motherfuckers and how many motherfucking, birds and shit and all this, that, and the third. Niggas still rapping that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the killing part about, we thinking about this shit, and I watched this one guy from Detroit. I forget what this guy's name is. And he go around, all the goddamn black communities in the country. You feel what I'm saying? And he just showed the decadence of all the motherfucking communities. Communities I'm talking about, I've been in out of and shit 10 years, and I didn't even see them like that. You know what I'm saying? And like, goddamn, within 4, 5, 6 years since me being in the motherfucking city, they motherfuckers, I shake my head. You know what I'm saying? I shake my fucking head at how they look. And it ain't no one fucking city. Niggas is trying to shoot maybe another city, maybe a little newer, less vandalized. You understand what I'm saying? And it won't be long before, if they take that fucking mentality with them, wherever the fuck they go, it won't be fucking long for that one look the same fucking way. You see what I'm saying? And so when I think about all these cities, these major cities, and lesser cities, not necessarily the down to the smallest fucking city. You see what I'm saying? You just see destruction. I mean, when I say destruction, I'm talking about obliteration. I don't want to use obliteration. Like, and you knowing that, how many families that probably occupy these areas. And you talking about, millions. You ain't talking about that. You talking about millions and millions of people that, have either died, moved on, or, but you see the trauma to the community. You know what I'm saying? And some of us can envision when this shit was standing. So this is not no motherfucking game. Ain't nobody getting no motherfucking immunity. See, that's the sickness in us. I ain't know, and I'm speaking, and it's not in me. I'm gonna quit using that term us in that sense. Cause that shit not in me. We have to ask ourselves, what was the catalyst to a lot of that obliteration? And I'm gonna say exactly what it is. That fucking music that popularized poisoning your fucking people with this crazy ass fucking dope and shit and all this shit out here. That niggas is still rapping about. You see what I'm saying? And motherfuckers idolize these motherfuckers. And that was the, they was the motherfuckers that popularized this shit. You understand what I'm saying? And now you see from the goddamn 90s on up into the time, you know what I'm saying? And as you do a motherfucking movie and you show the obliteration of the black community, and you can put all the music in for your soundtrack. You see what I'm saying? That, as the movie, and you see it, and you showing what was there and how that shit then been destroyed, that these motherfucking niggas, provided the soundtrack to the destruction of our, and we really never had, no community for real community. And I'm gonna talk about that because we don't commune, and nor do we have no goddamn unity. But I guess it was better at times than what it is now. You see what I'm saying? Maybe it was a little more community and some unity because it wasn't the obliteration that you see today. You see what I'm saying? And so the motherfuckers that do the most destroying of our community, niggas want to give immunity. You want to give immunity to the most demonic motherfuckers that's providing the most demonic motherfucking messages to the babies. You understand what I'm saying? So they can go out here and pillage and plunder their own fucking communities. I'm going to say it like that, and you see the destruction. You see the motherfucking destruction. What's that brother name? What is that brother name? That's on and come out of Detroit that be showing all them goddamn videos. Man, I be looking at, you know what I'm saying? I be looking at some of these motherfucking communities, even my own goddamn, Detroit. I remember when that motherfucker looked, it didn't never look like that. You know what I'm saying? But it continued to go down and down and down. Charlie Bo. That's right, Charlie Bo. Yeah, he don't discriminate. He go to, Charlie Bo 313. You know what I'm saying? And that's real fucking talk. That's real fucking talk. Can't nobody motherfucking say shit about, when a nigga get on these motherfuckers. Every goddamn, it's like, goddamn. I can't, as a black person, you can't, if you love your people, you can't help but to be moved. You can't help but to be moved. Like, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? How the fuck is this happening like this? You know what I'm saying? And, a lot of times, the goddamn, the destruction is brought upon by ourselves, but it's always an outside hand and got some nigga minions that always gonna, do the work of the outside hand to continue the pillage and the plunder. And we idolize these motherfuckers. Now, I don't wish no harm on nobody. You know what I'm saying? I wish, and that's why we got to watch the thing that we say. I want to see these young niggas get money. I want to see these young niggas get money and prosper, but not only prospering, but the community to prosper also. I don't want to see no 1 or 2, 3 niggas getting no goddamn money and the community still look like a goddamn war zone. That's not what it's about. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what it got to be about, because even these young cats out here, that's making a little way for themselves. You know what I'm saying? You got these belly crawling niggas out here. You know what I'm saying? That's all they do is belly crawl. They're going to think on the most degenerative level. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to always be some in-weight motherfuckers, belly crawlers. You understand what I'm saying? Demonic motherfucking, jinn on the motherfucking planet. You understand what I'm saying? That's looking to do anything, you understand, and everything, to get nothing. Taking people's lives for nothing. So, I just really hate to see that niggas can't even get the money and expand the money. You understand what I'm saying? Expand the goddamn money. You see what I'm saying? And so, that's one of the, and you know what? It must be something done about that. You know what I'm saying? I believe a lot of these cats can understand that beef and shit is over with. You know what I'm saying? Because that's these niggas out here, the days of beefing has been over with. Real motherfucking talk. So I don't even know why niggas even get into beefs with niggas. You know what I'm saying? For what? You know what I'm saying? Nigga, beef's been over with. I don't want no motherfucker think it just started. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn, I already know, nigga, you get in a beef in Detroit, nigga, you in a life, it's like a lifetime thing. It ain't no going away. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no motherfucking going away. And now, I'm just speaking for I know that's how it is. Any motherfucking way you go. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. It's a lifelong thing. And so, I mean, that shit been going on. So when you get to yapping and going back and forth, then the stage is set for anything or any possibility to happen. You know what I'm saying? And so, and so these brothers can't even get the goddamn money and be, nobility. It's about being nobility. It ain't about just being nobility. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, motherfucker get, if you getting money, nigga, I ain't got no motherfucking time to be talking with you, nigga. At all. At all. Ain't nothing we can talk about. You understand what I'm saying? It's so ingrained in us, even when we get money, that nigga mentality, the lowest level of our existence, we still, we kind of shift to the low level. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of going to the high level. Sometimes, you don't want to move away from the goddamn community. There's ways, and sometimes you have to do shit with a long hand. You know what I'm saying? You have to do shit with a long, that don't mean don't do nothing. Sometimes you have to do shit with a long hand. You know what I'm saying? Because if the community giving to you, you got to give back. But that don't mean you got to be up in everybody motherfucking face and you know these niggas, you know what they about. I'm not gonna make up, and say, oh, the black, yeah, it's a lot of treacherous ass niggas out here. It's been a lot of treacherous ass niggas out here. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't going away. And that's what we got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to deal with. But we can't glorify this shit no longer. Because as we can see, the glorification of this shit and giving niggas immunity to pillage our goddamn community, we ain't even got no goddamn community. You understand what I'm saying? And the motherfucker and the Neanderthal is still living in his motherfucking castles and shit. And niggas is out here on the street, and in a minute, you ain't gonna even be able to have a tin can out on the corner without a goddamn a vaccine goddamn passport or some shit. You see what I'm saying? And so this is where we at. This is where we at. We ain't paying no attention to shit. You know what I'm saying? We still want to live a degenerative life. You understand what I'm saying? And the crazy shit about it, and I get on these niggas and don't give a fuck who don't like it, because I say what is true. I don't, this is not, it's truth, and then it is personal. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these niggas is rich as fuck, and I say this shit over and over and over and over, and really them niggas been out the game. If they smart, they done been out the game a long motherfucking time. They done been out the game a long motherfucking time. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't been in no game. You know, and you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers been rich for a minute. What the fuck is you still rapping about selling dope, nigga? And you done been out the motherfucking game. You done been filthy fucking rich for, over 10 years. And you still out here rapping this goddamn suicide music to these babies, knowing that they glorifying, nigga, rap how you got, how you making business moves right now. You know what I'm saying, on some intelligent shit. Don't keep rapping this so niggas that haven't gave these niggas a pass, or you know what I'm saying, or ain't tapped on one of these niggas' shoulders and showed them the statistics of our babies and our brothers and shit that dying out here rapping this shit, nigga. It should be a serious violation to this community to continue to rap a fucking death music to our baby and to our community after seeing, visibly seeing what that shit has done to our community in the last 20 years. Obliteration. Just straight up fucking obliteration. Like, whoa. And then what about the lives and shit that been lost? And y'all want to talk about some goddamn, some shit that happened in Germany. Even the goddamn, even when we talk about the slave trade, that shit, yeah, we still got to deal with that. Justice must happen. But there's a certain modern aspect of the African slave trade. Within the, when we talking about just straight from the 80s, if you just take from the 80s up into now, you know what I'm saying? You talking about, you talking about them that 25, 30 years, you're talking about a lot of death. You're talking about a genocide has happened, and niggas have played, they didn't provided the soundtrack of misery and destruction and death to their own people, and continue to do it, and dying and dying. And these niggas ain't, y'all could be, nobility. You know what I'm saying? Getting that paper, you understand what I'm saying? But they ain't controlling the top. You understand? When you ain't controlling the top, nigga, somebody else controlling the top. And they're going to adjust this motherfucking frequency to where, you understand, to their agenda. You understand what I'm saying? And if you want to get in, nigga, then you going to rap the frequency, nigga. You going to be the Pied Piper that going to lead the babies wherever this motherfucking beast. And so you're immorality. You're an immoral nigga. You can be bought and sold for any, any price. You understand what I'm saying? And for, the cause, you don't give a fuck about the cause. You see what I'm saying? And so there it is. You know what I'm saying? And so these niggas don't deserve, no type of, where we go easy on them at all. You know what I'm saying? Every time I see these niggas, all they do is bring out another liquor. Our people don't need no motherfucking liquor. Our people need food, nigga. They don't need no liquor. All I see these niggas is, and all these niggas is filthy rich. They won't buy no land, which won't take shit. It ain't like a nigga asking them, for too much or nothing, because they can get some damn land and get some seeds and shit and provide, the family with some goddamn machinery and shit. You understand what, and that shit wouldn't cost too much of nothing compared to the money that they got. But instead of them trying to get some farms and shit, and so we can get some organic food down in here for our people, they want to create another vodka and a goddamn gin and some more shit to poison the goddamn people at a time where the goddamn world is under siege and shit, where our damn bodies need to be the strongest as possible at all times, because this is just the beginning. We cannot get this from them. You understand what I'm saying? And so niggas don't want to see nothing. They don't want no confrontation. And there ain't going to be no liberation without no confrontation. You're going to have to see some motherfuckers. That's just real motherfucking talk. And I've always said that you're going to have to look some motherfuckers in the eye. And y'all going to have to throw that shit on the scale, nigga, and who got the biggest motherfucking heart, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Who got the biggest motherfucking heart? You're going to have to drop them on the scale, nigga, and see who weigh the most. You see what I'm saying? Who passion is the most? Who believe in their ideals the most? You understand? Do we really want to be free? And if we really want to be free, and we really want to uplift the community, the music got to go. It ain't no, it's everybody. No, you don't, motherfucker. You don't got no, what the shit is, no privilege. Nigga to spit that shit to our babies. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't. You know what I'm saying? No, you goddamn don't. You spit to our babies this garbage. And so niggas got to look them in their eyes one way or another, but they can't do that. They can't do that. It's a lot of motherfuckers they got to look in their eye, and they will not do it. And so the community, when I talk about why do, we celebrate those who pillage the black community, it's more doors is going to open up. Because damn manhood, where the fuck is black manhood at? You understand what I'm saying? Where the fuck is black manhood at? Where you can't have a disagreement without your brother, without you plotting his goddamn murder and shit, and this, that, and the third. When I'm laying in wait for a just because he done said something, you know what I'm saying, about a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind, motherfucker. I done debated motherfuckers and shit and this, that, and the third, and you got to have a tough skin, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's some shit you can say that can go overboard, nigga. But that just showed the belly crawler in niggas. You know what I'm saying? When motherfuckers ain't got, no truth, then they gonna belly crawl. And so you have to look at these motherfuckers before you even get in a conversation with these motherfuckers and see where this conversation could go. And if the conversation ain't gonna go no goddamn where, don't even start the motherfucking conversation with these niggas. You see what I'm saying? And so the thing is that, a lot of these entertainer motherfuckers, they right there with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Oprahs and all these motherfuckers, the Jordans and the LeBrons too. You understand what I'm saying? They wiggling their motherfucking elbows with all them niggas. You up there. You seen what was going on. You understand what I'm saying? Most people, sissy syndrome and shit and all that. You know what I'm saying? That shit been going on. They just figure, so many of you niggas have vacated black manhood that they can come right on out. They can come right on out. They don't have to hide no more. Now, when you had them goddamn lions out on the block, you couldn't come out. You understand what I'm saying? They know that, but they, their mentality was, to pillage the goddamn community. But back in the goddamn, and I say this, back in the 80s and the 90s, you couldn't come out with that. You couldn't come out there with, confused about your sexuality. Because, that just wasn't the time for that. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers out here was vicious. You know what I'm saying? In many of the wrong ways. If they could have took that goddamn energy and transformed that shit into some black power, it would have been a lot of motherfucking pillars that would have fallen in white supremacy. And so they knew that. And so, they had another plan to take these brothers off of here. And sisters and babies too. You understand what I'm saying? Poison in the community, motherfuckers. That's another. You idolize these goddamn politicians. You got goddamn, a lot of the motherfuckers, they voted for this one, I ain't voting for none of them motherfuckers. All the devil is the devil. That's all it is to it. And y'all niggas still playing that game. You know what I'm saying? And celebrating them motherfuckers to a large extent. And all they do is pillage the black. And when you look at all that destruction, you got to understand that went on through goddamn Democratic, Republican. It don't make no difference. That shit was over a course of goddamn 30 years, all this death and goddamn destruction. Even before that, because you talking about Detroit was burning in fucking 67. And goddamn it, we used to go over in the area where they said Detroit, and some of the buildings were still there from goddamn 67. So they ain't built shit up in that area since goddamn before goddamn the 60s. You see what I'm saying? So ain't been no building in that particular area, in certain area. They'll put a building here or there, but for the most part, goddamn it, any other community where it's some goddamn Neanderthals, they would have been put some shit up. So we as in the worst, and I tell you that. I'm not going to try to sweeten this shit up, because if a nigga tell you what the predicament you're in, then at least you'll know how to fucking get out of it. If a motherfucker like, oh, well, yeah, I understand the potential of our people. That I do. You understand what I'm saying? But we in deep shit. And that's real talk. You understand what I'm saying? Which is going to require a black man to be a man. You understand what I'm saying? That means motherfucker being able to look for the right reasons. You understand? For this sacred mission that we must achieve. We must achieve this shit. You understand what I'm saying? They're already playing the hand. That where you at, and niggas already in the bottom of the barrel, and now they trying to mandate them on top of that. So what the fuck is y'all do? Y'all gonna sit on y'all motherfucker? They gonna run a lot of you niggas into extinction on this plan. You know what I'm saying? On this plan that they moving right now, they gonna run a lot of you niggas into extinction. Because in y'all mind, y'all got this good Neanderthal, bad Neanderthal in y'all mind, and y'all cannot deal with the fact that he is your mortal enemy. And I done told that mean mortal mean to the death. You understand what I'm saying? There ain't no in between. Ain't no motherfucking gonna work it out. Get over it. It ain't gonna be no working it out. It just ain't. It ain't gonna be no working it out. So if you get past all the fictitious possible improbabilities about what the fuck can happen, then we can get to this shit. But y'all don't want to get to it, and you can still see the decadence. You understand what I'm saying? So the politics shit is over. The rap shit is over. You ain't controlling it. You ain't putting no music that's invigorating the African spirit. The music is to uplift the spirit. It ain't for you to promote, your motherfucking music of death and shit. It ain't for that. It's for uplifting the damn people. So while you making some money, nigga, you can live in a community where niggas ain't trying to head hunt you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And they can look at you as nobility. You understand what I'm saying? Or instead of looking at as a way to, kill a man for, some crumbs and shit and this, that, and the third. And that's where we at. That's where we at. And the fact is, you living in the gut of the Neanderthal. You living in the gut. And don't nobody just want to say shit about that. You know what I'm saying? Don't nobody. And so that's the most honorable thing to do for people that understand their greatness. To live inside the gut of another man and try to find some understanding in that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the first honorable thing that a motherfucker gonna do, is try to remove himself out of the motherfucking gut of this Neanderthal. And niggas don't want to do it. And so that fact alone, people want to understand and try to rationalize why motherfuckers, the main thing is that niggas been living in a cesspool, a culture that's founded on cesspool thinking. You see what I'm saying? And trying to rationalize, having success inside of the gut. See, y'all don't want to get out the gut. Y'all want to find some success inside the gut of a man. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, you in America. You in the motherfucking gut. Now, he got a big belly. He can reach his motherfucking hands all across this motherfucking world if he, at this time. That's white supremacy. That's why you cannot from it. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot run from it. You understand what I'm saying? It's about man standing on and establishing manhood, black womanhood, black manhood, understanding the family is divine. You understand what I'm saying? You don't look at the family as divine. You don't look at the black family as divine. That's why this nigga can fuck with it, all type of other outsider, foreigner women. This woman can fuck with all type of foreigner men and shit. This both of them. You understand what I'm saying? Because they don't see each other, and I can understand because the man, being the man, he's supposed to bring the dignity back to the people. He's supposed to bring the dignity back to the people. He has not done that. So we really can't have no goddamn, because that's like the central, because once you bring that into, you understand, when you bring black manhood back into the centralized position that he need to be in, every fucking thing else gonna fall into place. When you try to do it from any other direction, well, let's start with the kid. You can't start with the kid. You know what I'm saying? You can't start with the kid. You can't start with the woman. You got to start with the man. You understand what I'm saying? Because his presence and his energy is gonna bring the whole fucking universe into order. You understand what I'm saying? Because when they see the black man in his glory, you understand? When you see the black man, that's just like seeing a lion. I love to watch the lions. You understand what I'm saying? You know, and I watch the lionesses, and the lionesses be putting that work in. You understand what I'm saying? They be putting that work in. You know what I'm saying? And they work as a team, but sometimes they run into some shit that they just cannot deal with. And then, you know what I'm saying? They get to calling. You understand what I'm saying? I remember these hyenas they had, it was about 3 or 4 of the lionesses in. It was so much, they was fighting at first, and then the hyenas, and so many of them came that they ran them up, in a tree and shit. And they was up in the damn tree. You know what I'm saying? And, the lion was way somewhere, but they just started moaning. You know what I'm saying? It took them a minute. But when that motherfucking lion got there, god damn, I mean, he just ate every it was dark outside. You could just hear that motherfucker mauling there. You know what I'm saying? Them motherfuckers, you know how them motherfuckers was laughing and hurting at the same motherfucking time. You know, that lion come and he do. And so it's the magnificence of how that lion moving. So when you look at that was an icon of our people. See, once that's just when you see the black man in his glory, that's what you see. Every fucking thing else gonna fall in order. See, the thing is, niggas don't want to confront no goddamn body. And so, damn, the sisters is like, motherfucker, these motherfuckers been pillaging us without, and to turn around and talk about a nigga bitch ass. You bitch ass nigga, that guy, you know what I'm saying? And it hurt them niggas' heart. And so they attacked the woman. You understand, bitch? Don't say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? Because he not man enough to step up to the motherfucker. So you can't be mad at that sister. These motherfuckers been over here violating, nigga. She don't want to be violated no more, nigga. She ready for freedom, nigga. She ready for freedom. And you ain't ready to do shit, nigga. You rather sign up with the beats. You see what I'm saying? You rather sign up with the beats and come out here and rap some shit. That's why she don't respect you. Because you out here rapping this shit, destroying her children. You understand what I'm saying? You out here, she love her children. You out here rapping this shit to destroy her children. She ought to, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Spit on your ass. Because you ain't doing nothing, and if you go, nigga, and the thing is, you know what? This is how you can tell these niggas is bitches. I'm going to tell you this. Because when it comes to their brother and spitting that shit on these music and all this, they could cut into a black man and talk about killing his ass every day, any day, all day. But if you say what's up with these motherfucking outsiders, oh man, you talking violent. Nah, dog. I ain't about that, nigga. No. See, you ain't got no heart. But when it comes to kill your brother and your babies and your own family and your elders, nigga, y'all do that shit every motherfucking day, all motherfucking day, every motherfucking day. You have yet to rise up on these outsiders that's been pillaging our communities, goddamn it, for the last 2,000 fucking years. Matter of fact, you didn't join these motherfuckers. That's what you done done. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, to get back community, and the thing is, what we got to understand here, and I want to go over that, to, you know, when you talk about community, you understand what I'm saying? You talking about sharing. See, this is what we're not doing. I want to talk about this shit. When we talk about community, we talking about sharing possessions and responsibility. Y'all niggas ain't sharing shit. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't sharing no, you know, it ain't about no share, it's about taking. You understand? Y'all don't want no responsibility. Y'all don't want to share no responsibility. We can start, you know, but we got to have respect for one another. You know what I'm saying? And we black and we family, and I don't understand how that's so fucking hard for niggas to do. But go and, you know, kiss this beast all in his crack of his ass. You understand what I'm saying? Lapdog niggas. See, this is why, you know, this is why, you know, I need my own shit. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all niggas, you know, I can go on and on and on. I'm about to, I can, you know, I had to catch myself because, you know what I'm saying? I get very, very raw on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we talking about to share possessions and responsibility. And we talking about community is to commune. Well, we're not communing. We're not communing. You understand? And then you talking about unity. There is no fucking unity. You understand what I'm saying? There is no goddamn unity. And there ain't going to be no unity because, you know, the responsibilities of the, you know, the family has dissipated. It's no longer there. So, you know, the black family is not looked at as something that is holy and sacred. Motherfuckers over here with Jill and John and all this shit, you know, diluting the sacredness of our people. Understand what I'm saying? Niggas out here, you know, switching like little, you know, whatever the fuck you want to call it, things and shit. And, you know, this, that, and the third, every fucking commercial and shit, because they know you niggas ain't going to stand up to nothing. Nigga, goddamn, we used to, you know, put up the Greeks on the wall. The Greeks is on motherfucking TV today. You ain't even got to go back to ancient Greece. You can just put up the goddamn, you know, take this shit off. I don't want no ads or no videos on none of my shit. Whatever I got to pay to watch, and I don't need to watch, but it's certain shit I don't even want to watch that you know, degraded stations and shit. They just throw the shit up and they don't give a fuck. It could be some children shit up there. Yeah, that shit come right on. You know what I'm saying? So it's a mess, and they know you ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. I tell you what, go over there in that Jewish community. Go over there in that goddamn Jewish community and see if anything just popping up on that shit. See if anything just popping up on that shit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and so, no. And so we also understand that community is about you know, being cooperative. You understand? You got to cooperate. You understand what I'm saying? Involving mutual assistance in working towards a common goal. Involving mutual assistance in working towards a common goal. That means everybody putting in the same amount of energy to achieve this common. We don't have no common goal. You see, that's why I never was, you know, and motherfuckers say Seti don't get, hell no, I don't get along with you niggas. Because we ain't got no common goal. I know where I'm going. You know, I'm about gas, nigga. I'm about global African supremacy. If you about some Hebrewisms, you about some Morisms, you about some occultisms without no Africanism, you about some Christianisms and some Islamisms and Judaisms, and you ain't about no Africanism, I ain't fucking with you. And so I had enough sense to understand you got to have a common goal. So when people say the conscious community, that in itself is a fantasy. You understand what I'm saying? That in itself is a fantasy. It don't exist. So motherfuckers should have known that. You got to have a common goal. These, you know, and that's why I was always instilled to this day. And I tell motherfuckers, to this day, motherfuckers always want to debate me. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of my face. At the end of the day, we saving the people, nigga. We're not going to be sitting over here debating this. Nigga, we going to see, nigga. That's all we going to see. Nigga, you go your route, I go my route. But obviously, you stuck, nigga, because you continue to show up at my lectures. and want to come to my platform, you ain't got that, that spark, nigga, to build your own. And I say the shit, and I don't give a fuck who don't like it. We don't have a common goal, and I'm man enough to say we don't have a common. If you're not moving in that direction, you see what I'm saying? Too many of these other motherfuckers is integrationalist niggas, and that's what it boiled down to. You don't want to lead the land. You don't want to, and there ain't nothing wrong with us getting what's due us. You know what I'm saying? But, tied to the nation. You understand? Y'all niggas tied to the nation. Y'all know, it's one thing to get what's due you. But y'all some integrationist ass niggas. Y'all just like the invisible goddamn collar that go on the dog to keep motherfuckers, behind an invisible fence and keep a motherfucker, they sending they slave patrol out to get motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And y'all niggas it. Back in the day, they had the slave patrol. Y'all niggas the slave patrol. Keep these niggas on the plantation. Because long as we keep them here and we stay in power, these niggas can read all the books they want. They can espouse all the ideologies we want. We run their ass. Period. You understand what I'm saying? And so again, but still, even though you leave, you still, under the but you're not in the gut. You understand what I'm saying? You're not in the gut. And so a lot of motherfuckers think they can run without the demise. Ain't gonna be no motherfucking uplift until you bring justice to the genocide of our ancestors. If you think you can flee, goddamn, because everybody on this motherfucking planet that's African that came up, you here because of your ancestors. You understand? They struggles and they toils and they fight and they struggles. And so wherever the fuck you at, you cannot run, nigga. The justice must be served to the perpetrators or who done what they did to our ancestors. That's justice. Motherfuckers wonder, and I'm doing a video. Motherfuckers always talking about the ancestors is blessed. The ancestors ain't blessing your bitch ass. The ancestors is cursing you. Anytime you see the decadence of our community, is no way because they done seen you done turn back. You done turn back, nigga, from where they was going. Back in the day of a month, soon as a motherfucker could get a chance, that's just like a dog. If you chain a dog and you beat that motherfucker on that, and you keep beating him and shit and putting him on that chain, soon as that motherfucker, one day, all you have to do is wait on that day. That chain ain't locked. That motherfucker gonna be gone. You understand what I'm saying? That motherfucker gonna be 2 states over from your ass. You understand? But y'all motherfuckers, y'all come, you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't even running. I'm talking about spiritual. I'm not talking about fleeing because you scared. Getting the fuck away from this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And so until you can physically, you moving away from him spiritually. You moving away from him intellectually. You understand what I'm saying? You moving away from him economically. You move away, you're segregating yourself. So we trying to get back to where we was damn near 50, 60 years ago when we were segregated. We should have stayed segregated. That was the best thing. If we was going to be here, that was the best thing. And let black people run their own business. Motherfuckers trying to get black schools. It's like we on the goddamn wheel or the goddamn hamster. Then this motherfucker going around and around, and you going back to where you was, guy. Why is we doing this shit instead of standing on and segregating and staying and just moving forward? Ain't no telling where we would be now. Yeah, we still had to deal with the fact that they were still openly hanging us, and that still was gonna cause for a man to be a man. Either you gonna kill us all, goddamn it, or goddamn it, we gonna crack some goddamn heads. That's just all it is too. It's gonna come down to the get down. And so motherfuckers ain't ready for that, but they ready to kill their brothers and their sisters and their people every motherfucking day. I don't respect your hoe ass at all. You cannot play that card no more. You understand? We're not talking about no vain, just, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about moving spiritually, physically, and if you try to fuck with us, motherfucker dead, because we not fucking with you. We're going to move away from you. We ain't talking about, and still, we understand the reality of the end game anyway, but we ain't got to say that. We can do what the fuck we doing until that time to play the goddamn card. And if you push us, bitch, we gonna play it. That's how you keep a motherfucker. You got to tell a motherfucker something, or if you do not have that card to play, a motherfucker will extinguish your light on this bitch. You know, it's a lot of people that went extinct, you know, because they didn't have what it took to stay on this motherfucker. If you got a ruthless motherfucker that's willing to do that, he will exterminate your ass on this motherfucker. Been many motherfuckers that been exterminated. You understand what I'm saying? And so, you know, and so we have to be able to play that card. You know what I'm saying? At some given time. Now, for the family out there, you're shaking in your boots. You ain't got to play the card right now. Just move away. Some of you scared to do that. Some of you scared to do that. Oh, I don't want them to think I don't worship Jesus and shit. Motherfucker being there, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to put on no symbols, and that's all right. You ain't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? Some of you don't want to move away spiritually. You don't want to come home and let your family who's deep down into the Christianism. You understand what I'm saying? See you with no African on or nothing like that. You scared of that. You know what I'm saying? So you running high with your Africanness. You're behind the scene costume. You're in the closet African center nigga. You the super nigga. You come out of work and shit. You in there slipping and sliding for these Neanderthals. Then you come out. And then, goddamn it, then you become super nigga. You turn around, come on, put your super nigga suit on. Now you flying through the community with all the books, all the sayings, you know, all the quotes. You got all of that. You understand what I'm saying? And so, you know, and again, let me deal with some things. This gonna be, you know, we dealing with the Christian church. We didn't deal with the rappers. You deal with the politicians. Don't make no goddamn difference. You understand? Don't make no goddamn if the health of the nation is charged by the so-called president. Then when you see motherfuckers rapping a degenerative music is destroying that many lives, nigga. You want to mandate that. You understand? I don't see the motherfuckers mandating no shit like that. Mandate that, motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? Mandate that. These motherfuckers out here rapping about shooting up motherfuckers, killing babies, doing mandate some shit like that. Mandate some shit like that. It should have been mandated. You want to mandate some shit, mandate that. And not only it don't start, the community supposed to mandate it. You understand what I'm saying? But that just show you they don't give a fuck about our babies. They don't give a fuck about us at all. You understand what I'm saying? And motherfuckers talking about catching the motherfucker. We trying to survive out in this motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? And so another, on top of the rappers, on top of the fake ass politicians that you niggas champion under Republican and Democrat, we can show that it was a continuous destruction of the goddamn community in which could have been turned around. You understand? But we understand, but see, that's like I said, when you understand the nature of a thing, we're just saying it, you know, just to throw it, you know, for the sake of people that believe that it could happen, because if it could have happened, it happened. But when you understand the nature of the Neanderthal, you knew it wasn't going to happen. It was a benefit for it to happen. So y'all motherfuckers keep thinking that the Neanderthals' agenda and your agenda is the same. That's just like Malcolm X used to say, we sick, boss. We sick. You understand? He go in there, his motherfucking master, and then laying in the bed sick and, you know, laid up. And you know what he say? We sick, boss. We sick. You don't even, you know, ain't no yous. Ain't no goddamn you. You don't even have no identity. So you see what the master see. You hurt when the master hurt. Master cry, you cry louder than the master. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, the motherfucker, just like Malcolm say, goddamn it, when the motherfucking master's house is on fire, you fight harder to put the fucking fire out than the master. You understand? Your ass running down there getting goddamn 5 buckets of water a second. That nigga running up and down them goddamn stairs to the goddamn pond and shit, nigga put 4, 5 goddamn pails of water on him. Goddamn put the stick on that motherfucker, running 7 goddamn pails, throwing water on the motherfucking house. You know, and so that's what you do for the master. I got to talk today. So we talk about the pastors and the Christian church. It look like bombs and shit. Then bomb the goddamn community out. Ain't nothing but rubble and smoke all through the motherfucking area. The only thing you can see coming through the smoke is the steeple, the church steeple. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't done nothing to goddamn, you understand, save the black community. Nothing at all. They done pillaged the black community. They done sat up there and sold them this goddamn pie in the sky, waiting on the savior that's never coming. You understand? Then taught this shit to the people, and they just sat on their hands for so long, crying and pleading to the spook in the sky to help them. You know, praying for change and shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's not what the shepherd is supposed to be doing. If he's truly the shepherd and he loves his, you know, and I'm not saying that you know, we got to, because I don't want to equate the people as sheep, but many times they is sheep. When you just follow along and shit, and you don't call that motherfucker to task, like what is going on? You understand what I'm saying? You know, we got, you know, most of the time when you look in many of these books, and these is not our books, but when you deal with these books, when it's they prophet and shit, the prophet come to war for his people. He don't stay up on no motherfucking pulpit while the people, and you look at all, they are a part of that. Because if they knew that these goddamn communities was gonna look, that they should have been brought their bitch ass from being them goddamn, you know, them pedestals and shit, and you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. They should have been brought their ass from behind and went out to the fucking streets and took that shit to the streets, took that message to the streets. You understand what I'm saying? Knocked on doors and shit and woke in every fucking day. It should have been all time. Let's save the people. This shit is past our time to wait. It should have been, no, them motherfuckers kept passing the plate, kept pillaging the goddamn community. That's exactly what the fuck they did. You understand what I'm saying? And as the goddamn community disappeared and shit, the only thing left standing on these goddamn streets is the fucking church, the goddamn liquor store, and the goddamn funeral home. That's it. And the dope house. The one house on the goddamn corner. Or the one house on the goddamn street. That's where we at. It's time for confrontation. Or else we not gonna make it. You understand what I'm saying? As a people. The days of us not looking motherfucking, having an agenda. Just like I said about all that shit y'all going, you know, all this Black Lives Matter motherfuckers going all out there marching with these beasts, these Neanderthals and shit. It ain't got no true agenda. Our agenda is separation. Our agenda is segregation and separation, expulsion. You understand what I'm saying? It's time for y'all to be, you know, it must be some expulsion from our community. You understand what I'm saying? When you go around these countries, and they know it to be, even though I say it out loud, a lot of people might be offended. Most of these other communities got that shit in practice. You can't go over in the Jew community with that. Nothing. They gonna lock your bitch ass up. Ain't no, it's an America and this, that, and the third. They got Jewish practices, and even right here in the United States, that if your ass is not a Jew, you better not be in their community after sundown. You understand what I'm saying? That's facts. Goddamn, you can see them over in Israel. They pushing all them motherfuckers through them gates because it's against Jewish law to have them motherfuckers in their community after sundown. So if they catch your ass in any over there, and a lot of niggas have been caught over there and their ass was dealt with. You understand what I'm saying? And so, you ain't supposed to say that out loud, even though how many times, you know, a nigga been walking around and you can watch all the movies and say, nigga, and they roll up, nigga, what you doing your ass out here? They ain't gonna put it on the books, even though it's in practice. And so we got to look at our community as a holy ground. You understand what I'm saying? You can't come over here and open up no stores, motherfucker. You can't come over here and open up no stores. You can't come over here and take over our economic. I mean, when you're talking about, you know, I just had into this shit. When you're talking about the community economic, that's the vital life force of the community. You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's the vital life force. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, that's going to really build up the community. You know, you can't let nobody have that. Now, I might fuck with you on, you know, but it's an area, but you ain't going to have, I might do some, you know how you might want to buy some things from another people, but that's, you know, I'm buying in bulk. You can buy from bulk from me. You take that shit back home the way you can sell it to your people. You understand? And if I want to fuck with you, if I see something I want to honorably buy from another people, and I buy that shit in bulk, and I bring, but I'm gonna control the economic of the community. You're not gonna come and open up no motherfucking stores, and anybody that tell you otherwise is a traitor to this race. They are traitor. Ain't no other way to say it. It was too late in the game. They are traitor to this race. You should not allow another motherfucker in the core. That's the core. You understand? That's where your family walk around in the street. You understand? That got to be like the epicenter, paradise. You know what I'm saying? Where you making that area. Now, you can go somewhere else and y'all can, but right here, y'all can't do it. Ain't gonna be on no opening up no schools. Ain't gonna be no white education in this motherfucker at all. Nowhere. You're not teaching none of that shit. Take that George Washington, Thomas Jefferson bullshit and shove it up y'all ass. All that 1776, all that Civil War shit, all of that shit. All the holidays and all of that. And that ain't enough, but that's the first shit that gotta go. Ain't gonna be no goddamn Jesus, no Muhammad, no none of that. We kicking all of that shit out of here. And I'm gonna tell you, ain't no other way to do it. A lot of people think there's a whole lot of ways out of this, and that's why I asked and been in this shit perpetually for the last 400 years, perpetually, because the only answer is confrontation for liberation. Really, that's it. But like I say, you can work your way up to that. You understand what I'm saying? Work your way up to it. If you ain't got a problem with that, and I know a lot of motherfuckers because they scared, work your way up. Start with the religion, start with the economic. Don't start with no one. Don't think you're going to educate your way up out of this. Don't think you're going to let a motherfucker open up some schools. I mean, y'all motherfuckers ain't even got enough sense to y'all don't even know military strategy or nothing of the nature. You know what I'm saying? We gonna open up some, and they know exactly where. Oh, we gonna open up some goddamn schools to overthrow the system. And you don't understand power. You don't understand power. You're not going. If I'm in power, you think I'm gonna let it? I mean, I put myself in the Neanderthal position. And imagine we in Africa, or just imagine Shaka. Imagine some goddamn Portuguese talking about they gonna come and open up some schools in Zulu land. What the fuck you think, Shaka? They say Baba. You understand what I'm saying? They down there opening up them schools talking about they gonna overthrow. What they teaching? They gonna overthrow. Go down there and get them motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? Go down there and get them. You understand what I'm saying? So motherfuckers ain't even got enough sense to know that you're not gonna do it that way. Now, does that mean don't open up the blacks? No, it don't. You understand? You have to do what you're doing and still do what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? You got to understand that that's not gonna change shit. Because you expecting that man to crack your motherfucking head when you say that's what you doing. Because that's what I would do. If a motherfucker came in my house talking about he gonna open up some motherfucking schools that's disrespecting my agenda. You're not gonna be in power long if you let him do that. So that just let me know y'all niggas so into morality to this understanding that you don't understand power. Power don't give a fuck about morality. We are moral, but power don't give a fuck about no morality. The rules of power don't require you to be moral. And that's what motherfuckers don't understand. That don't mean we should, you know what I'm saying, but understand that power don't require a motherfucker to be immoral. The rules of power don't allow, so that's not a prerequisite of power to be. It should be in African law, but just to understand, so you come playing the wrong rules to the wrong motherfucking game. That's reality. Do you come playing the wrong rules to the motherfucking game and ask yourself why you been in this shit so long? Half of you motherfuckers' agenda is about asking him for something. You need him to do something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not shitting on nobody's, because I understand when we talk corporations. But when you're thinking in terms of power, you understand? Imagine that. If you took a motherfucker shit, you understand what I'm saying? You didn't took a motherfucker. Just imagine yourself, and then imagine you empowering this same motherfucker. You've been cracking his motherfucking head, this, that, and imagine you empowering that motherfucker to possibly turn around and crack your motherfucking head. You understand what I'm saying? Imagine that. You understand? And so when he don't give you shit, if you in his position, you understand. Well, you understand what I'm saying? Is it moral to do it? No. According to our morality. But if he had any more morality, he wouldn't have killed as many Africans he did to build this shit. You understand what I'm saying? So that morality shit been out the door. Don't let a motherfucker play you with that. Okay? And so I want to touch on another one, and then I got to, I'm going to get over there to General Seti. Because this shit is going, it's going to go over into that. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to go over there. It's going to go over into that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to go over into that anyway. And, Islamism, Arabism, another one. I could go on and on and on. I mean, the Orientalism. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody got a place in our community, but us. Us. That's it. I mean, I reality-wise, if I had to just start at and looking at where the community is at, man, I would start with the fucking economics before I start they both must be simultaneous. But when we talking about these buildings and shit, we can't wait on no motherfucking buildings. Do y'all see all these motherfucking buildings that been destroyed? You mean to tell me one motherfucking building or two or three without, destroying the actual mentality that obliterated this shit in the first place? You know what I'm saying? You got to gauge how deep down in this shit you is and how much time you got to get up out this shit before it's all over. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't be talking about and I don't give a fuck whether nigga like it or not. You understand what I'm saying? Look at all these motherfuckers. These ain't nothing but sepulchres of mindless motherfuckers. You ain't got enough time. You got to gauge it in time. You know what I'm saying? They making major moves on this planet at this time. And you got to be timely with your response. You don't have time for babies to grow up and kiss. In my mind, that's an integrationalist move. You mean to tell me y'all waiting on buildings and schools and shit and our lives is on the line right motherfucking now? And this is the best answer motherfuckers got? Man, come on, man. Y'all motherfuckers ain't got no nuts at all. You don't got no real understanding as to where we at, because they making major moves right now that already took a lot of motherfuckers up out of here. They already gone. You understand what I'm saying? When they drop that bomb, a lot of times you don't see the initial destruction because there's so much smoke and shit everywhere. It might take a minute. And then, like I say, when I saw certain cities that, I hadn't been in a while, man, and I looked and I say, God damn, man, tell me that. You know what I'm saying? Tell me that even my own goddamn city. I'm like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? And we don't have no fun. And you wonder, and not only did the rappers, they provided the motherfucking soundtrack, but then you look at where the money was going. You understand? You niggas run down to, and I got on the Arabism, because in Detroit, the Arab own all the liquor stores, and you should give up the liquor. You should give up the liquor. He owned all the goddamn gas stations. You understand what I'm saying? He owned all the fake ass, low-end grocery stores in there selling all that old ass meat. I don't eat it. I don't eat no meat. So that's, but I'm just letting motherfuckers know what they eat. You understand what I'm saying? So You got the Arabism. You got the and when they and they come in and and you run down there every day with your little pennies. And you understand, you see the Arab children riding around in Mercedes Benzes, all type of fucking Escalades and all type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all let them y'all let them ride, they riding around and going out in the suburbs. And Detroit is Dearborn and all out there. They didn't build that shit up. Detroit has just been obliterated and niggas still run down. And you wonder why, because you have not put your money in your own goddamn community because you sick. You was sick. And I just want to say it in a loving way, because I don't want you to get me. I want you to get mad and say, Seti, who did this to me? Why haven't nobody told me what the fuck? Who let me do this to my community and to my people? Who let me do this? Who didn't? I didn't know this? I knew it, but I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't put it together like that. I knew something was wrong, but I couldn't put it together. Who allowed me to grow up and become an old man and nobody ever taught me this shit? That this what was going on. Too many of these fake ass niggas were calling themselves leaders that led our people into fucking hell. Depths of hell. And niggas out there still talking that shit. Still talking that shit. So you got, that's what happened. You done enriched all these other communities, and our community has been has just been obliterated. You understand what I'm saying? Have been totally obliterated, and it's a shame. It's more than a shame. This is a genocide. What else could you say? We always looking back into the past, and I'm about getting ready to sum this one up, and I'm gonna move on over to the next one and continue the message. You know what I'm saying, on General Seti. Get on over there. You understand? Get on over there. What my title is over there. Let me get on over there, man. No, I'm just gonna run it down to y'all. Community control is the first step to black nationalism. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna go over there with that message, and we're gonna continue on. But you know what I'm saying? And so, I didn't gave it to the people, and I'm gonna continue to give it to the people. The last couple of sands of grain is going through the hourglass. You can turn this shit around. You still can turn this shit around right now. Your potential is that great. And if nobody else tell you, you fucking up royally. You are fucking up royally. I can tell you that. You fucking up. You is fucking up. If you sitting on your hands, you fucking up. You might not be the nigga out there pillaging, but if you sitting on your motherfucking hands and you a do nothing nigga, and you sit back and watch this shit happen, nigga, you just as bad as everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? You got to scream on these niggas. You understand what I'm saying? You got to let these niggas know you harder than them for revolution. You ready to live. You ready for your people to live and prosper. And once and for all, we got to heal, but we cannot heal until we bring justice to the genocide of our people. There will be no healing. So there will come a time, regardless to whatever plan you put together, there will be confrontation. You understand? This on all levels. So this is where you build up your heart and your spirit. You cut out all that shit that you doing that you ought not be doing, and meditate and practice and build the body and the mind and the spirit. So when that time come, you willingly give it all, because you know it's for a divine cause. It's for a divine cause, and I'd rather die living for a holy concept. You understand what I'm saying? Than to die out here like, these niggas out here got the money of kings, but they dying like fiends. Okay? Come on, man. They out here, niggas got money of kings. and they out here dying like fiends. They, in all type of fucked up situations. You know what I'm saying? And so that can't be the end of our story. You understand what I'm saying? That can't be the end of our story. We got to look this situation in his month and deal with it. Deal with it finally, once and for fucking all. All right, family. We about to move it on. Why do we celebrate? And so we answered that. And I done gave you a lot of clarity on what you need to do and where you need to do it. Start with your own fucking household first. Start with your own mind. And you see some of them young G's out there, spit some knowledge on them. Slide on one of them goddamn Sara, Suten, Seti motherfucking tapes, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? And I'll be black at y'all motherfuckers. Appreciate all the family out there donated. Thank you very much. I see y'all over. General Sara, Suten, Seti. This is the general saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. KingSeti.com, 15% off sale. Go on over there and get you something. Don't let the Neanderthal get all your motherfucking money. Black power.